That was a statement, and maybe not exactly by the Bucs as a team. There were obviously a lot of things to look over that didn't go so well, but overall there was a lot of performances, particularly both on the offense and defensive side. Today we'll focus on the defensive side that really gave the Bucs fans hope that there could really be some things to look up to or look for in the regular season. I'm Sebastian, the Buccaneers Digest. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Victory Saturday, which sounds weird to say, but it is the truth that we are waking up to post preseason week 1 victory for the Bucs against the Jets, 24-16, an 8-point victory, and not decisive by any means, but I would say the Bucs were the better team. Second half, it was awesome getting to see Jalen Daniels. Trust me, video coming on that soon. But I really wanted to spend the first video talking about, you probably guessed from the thumbnail who this is about, but there was a performance that really I think everyone was excited to see because it was in a position group that a lot of us were wondering, are we going to do anything about this? And maybe we have an answer here. So first things first, subscribe. We are trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by regular season. That's still about 3 to 4 weeks away. So if you can help us keep climbing the ranks, getting closer and closer to that goal, that would mean so much to me in this channel. And shout out to everyone who was on the live stream last night. That was great. Had a ton of fun with everyone who joined in. And we'll see if I'm still figuring out if I can make week 2 in Tampa or if I'm going to do a live stream for that one. So I'll update you guys on that sooner rather than later. But first things first, really, the takeaway is it was an awesome night for defensive takeaways and pressure. The defensive line, just the line of scrimmage in general, looked really good last night, and I just kind of want to talk about it. So let's just jump right into this thing. Okay, so Jenna Lane, ESPN, she has been singing the praises of this guy. It was Ayden Garnes. He had a 47-yard pick six last night. So she said, so happy for that dude because this is exactly what he's done in practice. He was an undrafted free agent from Arizona, and he's gotten a lot of opportunities with injuries to their cornerbacks, and no moment has ever seemed too big for him. Hasn't blinked when he's been in with the ones. He's shown that with the pass breakups on balls intended for Emeka Egbuka and an interception off of Baker Mayfield. Now an interception here as well in a preseason game, this one being off of Bailey Zappi, who has started NFL games as well, and he read the play perfectly. Really just a beautiful moment for him. It was great. So Matt Matera from Pewter Report said it was the rookie undrafted free agent Garnes who scored the Bucs' first touchdown of the season or preseason when he intercepted a pass from Bailey Zappi and took it to the house for a 47-yard pick six. Garnes has had a great training camp and brought that over to the game, showing his playmaking ability to tie the game up 10-10. Garnes also showed a great willingness to get his nose dirty in the run game, making a tackle for loss on Breece Hall early in the game. So another, big-time starter. Bailey Zappi maybe is less so a big-time starter, but Breece Hall, one of the better running backs in the league, definitely catching him more than once, actually, for a tackle and preventing him from scoring. So all that really good stuff from Garnes. I am just, thrilled on him. So is Bowles. Bowles was also really thrilled about it. He said, we knew that Ayden could cover. The biggest thing was about missing tackles. We were worried about, he missed one early, but he came back with a pick. He doesn't carry he doesn't carry things over to the next play. He forgets about it like a good corner should do, so he's getting better every single week. So high praise from Bowles. He doesn't just give that out for free. He actually likes to see it earned on the field. And, with everyone, we made a recent video talking about, okay, when is Benjamin Morrison going to get back on the field? Is there someone, waiting to take that spot? It might be Ayden Garnes. Now, again, this is one preseason game. And it's not even a regular season game. There's a lot of steps needed to be taken before we start saying, Benjamin Morrison's roster spot is gone. It could happen. It's, obviously the storylines are starting to formulate. I'm talking about it for a reason, but it's not necessarily something that is, fully in motion yet. Just something to think about. Something like, okay, you may be an undrafted free agent taking over a second-round draft pick spot in less than, a year and a half. Wow. But, I don't want that to happen because I want BMO to be good, but you don't know. You can't trust it. So, and then Buccaneers Communications said that getting his first NFL action tonight, rookie corner Ayden Garnes recorded Tampa Bay's first touchdown with that interception, the pick six. His 47-yard return was the longest by a Buccaneer player since True Media preseason data became available in 2017. So our longest touchdown in preseason since we started recording it, which is awesome. So in at least 10 years. Or 9, I guess. But anyway, like, still amazing. Or as you know, so anyway, Peter Report has been again going Ayden Garnes. They literally were like tweeting like crazy as soon as the pick six happened. He is going to make the final 53-man roster. Again, this is a prediction. It is not something that's set in stone, but he is off to a great start. Obviously, Bowles said he's still worried about some tackles being missed, but overall, he's showing more strengths than negatives for sure. Josh Whippo said that he wrote about how he thought Garnes should make the 53-man roster. A pick six is going to help the case. Of course it is. Now, I have seen, even from last preseason, guys who got pick sixes that didn't make the roster. So it's not something that's going to stamp your way into that roster spot. You have to show more consistency than that. Now, it was a great play. Don't get me wrong. He also made a great tackle. But there are other guys that are going to be fighting really hard to make big plays as well. And if they make those big plays and he doesn't in the next 2 preseason games, then maybe he doesn't make the cut. It is a tough world out there. It's a tough business. And so he's going to have to keep fighting. But again, it is a very strong start, and it's very exciting because our corner depth has really just been one of the biggest question marks about this team. So Evan Klosky said he is a big fan of Ayden Garnes. He has a great shot at the 53-man roster with his savvy coverage skills, but tackling was probably the biggest knock on him from his college days. Showed up a couple of times on that defensive drive, and then the savvy coverage skills showed up on the pick six. So he was very much so really showing off those skills in a great way, and I love it. I just feel like what also helped on some of those plays is that David Walker was really creating a lot of pressure on both the interceptions that happened last night, the one that was by Wisdom and the one that was by Garnes. There was Walker literally right inches away from the ball, swatting the ball away, and they were double teaming him. A lot of people have pointed that out, that Walker was causing havoc in joint practices with the Jets, and so they made it a priority to prevent Walker from getting a sack, at least in the quarter and a half or however much he played last night. Bain obviously did not play. We didn't have Yaya out there. Vita, Cansey, a lot of the main starters weren't out there. David is the closest thing we probably got to a star besides maybe Trotter. Trotter looked like, the thumper that he's been advertised as. I didn't see much pass coverage for him. But overall, I'm just excited to see more of them as we go through more practices, more preseason games, just highlights in general. All of it is just really, really, I don't know, it's encouraging. I mean, again, we have been waiting for, and there they are, we got Garnes and Trotter in the same picture. We've been waiting for an opportunity for just this team to get younger, to get more, feisty, violent, scary, turnover-driven. We just want more turnovers, and I think that we have something here. If we have a good pass rush, if Walker is what he seems like, if Bain is as great as it already seems like he is, can you imagine Vita finally playing with a great pass rush again? He hasn't had played with one since JPP and Shaq Barrett. This would be just such a huge relief, and it sucks that all the drama around Vita is kind of taking away some of our excitement. It's okay, hopefully he plays, or is he going to hold out of the season? I don't think he will, but he's obviously, his focus right now is getting that new contract. And so we were having a debate in the live chat. Or okay, is it going to be Baker? Is it going to be Vita? Or neither, or both? Which one's possible? But either way, I think Walker just showing what he was able to do, and then causing that much disruption was really, really exciting. And I cannot wait to see what else they have in store for us. Again, just defensively, those were some of the standouts. There were other guys as well. Jack Pyburn, former Gator / LSU guy, which is kind of weird because I'm a Gator. He had 2 sacks last night. Definitely want to shout him out as well. Sometimes though, it was second half, kind of the 4th, 5th string guys. I don't know how much I should really put into that, just considering you're going up against a bunch of O-linemen who probably aren't going to make teams, maybe even practice rosters. So, listen, I don't want to take it away from him. He was really hyped up and excited, and, it's preseason. This is where you prove yourself. 2 sacks in the game is always great. So if he keeps doing that, if he makes another sack next week and a sack after that, then we'll have a different conversation. So it's going to be a little bit more consistent going forward. Or, well, I mean, he was consistent tonight. Can he do it again? And it's the same thing for Garnes. It's the same thing for a lot of these guys. But Garnes is the one who really obviously had the flashiest of all the plays. And in a position where a lot of us are like, we need more guys. We need people who can play and just be good in coverage. And this was a great example, and I'm excited to see where this goes. So let me know what you guys think. Am I overreacting? Are you guys thinking that, like, could Garnes take Benjamin Morrison's spot? And I don't think BMO's going to lose his roster spot, this time around. But, if we make it one more year from now, who knows? I think that it's, if BMO doesn't play and, Garnes does and he's making plays like this, it probably won't be much of a question, going forward. So let me know what you guys thoughts are on the defensive performance from last night down below. And until next video, I'll see you then.